Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloading on it. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
And welcome to another Shot Podcast. And tonight is Trina's Tuesday Trivia. As you all know, I am definitely not Bill. I am Kat behind the scenes. My full name is Katrina, so that's how we got Trina. And thank you for turning yourself right side up again, Dan, because that was getting me a little confused.
I thought I was going to have to do a handstand there for a minute.
So, again, I'm not normally on this side of the screen. I like being behind, and Arliss and Dan, you can understand why now.
I got to talking with everybody. We were on that screen already,
Hit the
and
wrong button.
I hit the wrong button. I actually hit the video button instead of go live. So that one, as my boy R-Truth would say, my bad. This one's on me.
After he just threw us under the bus.
So
I don't know how I'm throwing them under the bus when I drive the bus. Go ahead, girl.
Arliss,
You're good.
Arliss, I'm telling you. I gotta adjust my seat. I really am short, you know. Okay, I am not used to being on this side.
Shall we welcome to the stage our other contestant? If he can adjust his camera.
Hey, Jason. Hi, Jan. Hi. Oh. No. We're busy Thursday. We are totally busy Thursday. Blue, I hope your butt is getting on their way here, because I am. Yeah, anyways. We're busy Thursday, huh, Arliss?
Yep.
Yep, we're busy. I have a watermelon in the fridge saying we're busy Thursday.
Oh, you didn't smash it yet, Bill. That's good to know.
No, the alcohol's not been completely
Absorbed
yet. So, Jason and Jan, are we playing as a couple or are we playing as individuals tonight?
We'll do it a couple.
Okay, Jason and Jan as a couple. Alrighty. All right, Jason and Jan, you've done trivia. Can you at least look at me for 2 seconds?
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Thank you. Okay, so you've played trivia with us before, 3 rounds, Again, Dan, I told you I'm going to go over this 1,000 times. 3 rounds. First round's 5 points each. Second round is 10 points each. Third round is 20 points each. 4 questions. Then you wager for the 5th question once it's all done. So you have 5, 10, 15 questions. Then we do one big question at the end for all your points that you wager.
Okay.
He really, I completely understand how me messing around with the screen really
it's fun, isn't it?
his head, because I'm like lost when he's trying to.
Well, I'm going to help you.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, we are a bar show, so a good portion of my questions, of course, are on drinking, or drinks, or trivia about drinking and alcohol. Some things aren't all alcohol. And I even have a few in there just in case Mr. Dan decided to meet us. So.
So what you're saying is you stack the deck in each one's favor in some way, shape, or form.
No, I just made sure.
No, she'll go around and get everybody's answer.
All right. So. Again, remember, I'm used to being on behind the scenes, so if I'm looking down and not up at the camera, I apologize. I'll start off with what I think is an easy question. Do I need to run the timer, or Dylan? Arliss is going to knock this out of the park.
Ninja. I think Ninja needs to join in the festivities. What say Dan and Arliss?
I think so too. Yeah, he
That was
definitely needs to
Ninja
get out
that
of
said
that. Instead of running my annoying timer behind me here,
You look in that closet?
I'll keep an eye on my watch on the time, and everybody just give me a thumbs up when you have your answer. If that sounds good.
that.
All right.
here. Do I need a pen and paper at all for this, or no?
What?
Do I need a pen, pen, pencil, or pen and paper?
No, you don't need pen and paper.
Very good.
Trust you. Don't use any other devices while you're sitting there, though. I'm going by the honor system.
Well, that puts Jason out of the game.
Yep.
Ninja, would you like to join us?
I'm stupider than a rock.
And you don't have to come on screen. You can do it in the chats.
That's what I do.
Problem would do it in the chats because of the
You're
delay.
my partner in crime.
Okay, so our first question. In one of the biggest acquisitions in the industry, what American brewery was purchased by Brazilian-Belgian company InBev?
American.
Brewery.
Yes.
She's trying to put laundry away.
Okay, that's the answer,
No, I don't care.
Hello, Aunt Jen. Ninja, do you want to go on screen or are you going to do it in the chats? You have to wait to the next round now.
No, it's only the first question.
Okay.
I don't have a thumbs up from everybody, so.
1, 2. Apparently, Jason's upside down.
All right, so we'll go with Jason.
Wiser. Oh my God. I'll be right back.
What do you mean?
Jason, you got an answer?
I think he was getting a phone call.
Oh no.
Yep.
I got him.
Join us on the.
Well, all right then.
I think Jason and them froze because he had to answer.
No, I think he got a phone. Oh yeah.
He had to answer the phone, so it froze on there.
I'm pretty sure he froze because he answered the phone.
Dan,
Budweiser? I think me and Jason were actually going to say the same answer.
Well, what's your answer?
Budweiser.
He said Budweiser.
Arliss,
Coors.
nobody gets a point for that one. The answer is Anheuser-Busch.
Well, in one retrospect, Dan was partially right because Budweiser is owned by Anheuser-Busch.
Bush. How you want to do it, sweetie?
It wasn't what I answered. And he said
Give them two
She's
and a
going to
half.
be, yeah, because Budweiser is a product. It's not the company,
Exactly.
where Coors is actually the company. Same thing with Miller.
All right.
So the judge ruled nobody gets a win.
No, she gave Dan two and a half
I gave him
points.
2.5 points for that one.
You're big man.
Oh boy.
Question number 2. What global city suffered the Great Beer Flood of 1814, which claimed the lives of at least 8 people? A, New York City, B, London, or C, Berlin?
What was the year again?
1814.
1814.
You're flood.
Dan's ready.
Okay, I'm gonna wind up. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with Michelle. That's not what I would have thought, but so, no, I'm not 100% on it
You're
either.
down the hall, it's not big.
Well, thanks.
Dan,
Strength.
But since we are a team,
I'm going to go with Berlin. C. I think it's.
and Arliss,
that's what Michelle said as well.
and
Dylan went with London. Jan wants to know what's the question.
what global city suffered the Great Beer Flood of 1814, which claimed the lives of at least 8 people? A, New York City, B, London, or C, Berlin?
Jan says Berlin.
I'm just waiting for their answer before I.
People for their comment.
So there's only one correct answer, and that point is awarded to Dylan. It is
Oh.
London.
Is that what you would?
No, I was not. So either way, we go.
You can be better at this.
I should.
Let's see if I can do my voice with this one. Sweet and spicy. hot and frothy.
I'm gonna have to turn my alcoholics card in.
Sweet and spicy, hot and frothy. This Indian beverage is often served as a latte.
Uh huh.
Sweet and frothy, something. This Indian beverage.
Do that one more time.
Yeah, one more time for us slow people.
Sweet and spicy, hot and frothy. This Indian beverage is often served as a latte.
In a what?
In a latte.
Oh,
As a latte.
That's what I was gonna say.
that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna guess.
You want us to?
Jan, anybody else in the chats have an answer for that one yet?
Tell Ninja don't be looking that shit up on his computer.
So we've got latte.
No, that's part of the question, honey. Sweet and spicy, hot and frothy. This Indian beverage is often served as a latte.
You want me to give us our answer now?
Yes, please.
I like Blue's answer. Chai tea.
Dan,
I was gonna go with pumpkin spice.
Oh, it's losing.
Huh?
Oh, it's losing.
Other than a hoochie coochie, I don't know. That was my
Said
guess.
something about a crotchety speaker or something.
you are correct. It is a chai tea.
Hey, it was a non-alcoholic question. Yeah.
And I got it first.
Well, that's what I was gonna say too. It's the only damn thing I could think of.
For me, it was just pumpkin spice. I'm like, I don't know.
Is Bill playing this at all?
Not tonight.
No, he's not allowed. He was our champion from last month.
Yeah, he cheated.
I still beat you, whether by an inch, by a mile. Winning is winning. GQ,
Actually,
see you
I
down
think
there, buddy, but
Dan
this
beat
is,
both of us.
This is our trivia night, brother.
True, I did beat both of you, but I don't think that counts because I wasn't actually playing it to win that champion thing.
Which was the first state to repeal prohibition? A, Alabama, B, Wisconsin, or C, Montana?
I don't think it was Montana.
That's I think it was because Alabama would have been in the Bible Belt.
I think it was Montana.
What was the other? What's the other two options again?
A was Alabama, B is Wisconsin, or C is Montana?
Okay, we got an answer.
GQ, if you can wait to the next round, it's her trivia night. So I mean, there's no tomfoolery tonight. This is Kitty Cat's night to do her Trina's trivia. All right, so Arliss has Wisconsin.
No, I don't.
Well, now I know what answer not to go for.
You can say Wisconsin.
No, I just said we had an answer.
Wisconsin. And Jan and Blue both say A, which is Alabama. So, Arliss, what is your answer?
C.
And Dan?
C as well.
The answer is C, Montana.
Told you. Alabama's in the Bible Belt. They wouldn't have done it.
I was just thinking of the
What Dan
restaurant.
go with?
C.
And then
I was just
Jason
thinking-
Channel went with A.
I was just thinking of the restaurant called Montana's.
Which one? That's the first 4 questions.
All right. So that is the first 4 questions. So
The totals as of right now, Arliss and Michelle are in first place with 10 points. Dan is in second place with 7.5. Jason and Jan have 0. And Dylan is in third place with 5 points.
tonight, Crystal, is our Trina's Tuesday trivia. It's a special once a month special. We do the first Tuesday of every month.
Hey, Crystal.
So
Oh, good point to get that.
How many think we should bet?
you need to drop the link again so that Jason.
Michelle says we're only betting 2 points.
So just put a number 2 by there and
I'll bet.
excuse
Should I
me.
bet?
All right, so Arliss and Michelle are betting 2 points.
I'll bet 0.5.
Boy, are you a high roller, Dan.
What's Dan going for?
0.5.
What do you say? Oh, he's got his 0.5. Wow.
Yeah, Dan's a high roller there.
What is Jason and Jan going with?
Yeah, they have 5, I think, don't they?
Dylan, what are you going for? Oh, well, I guess Jason and Jan. Oh, I can't wager. I end up like Sean Connery from SNL and mess things up. I'll take Catch the Seaman for 500.
Okay, so question for round 1. A magnum of wine holds the equivalent of how many standard bottles?
A Magnum?
Yes.
And what do you consider a standard bottle?
It doesn't tell me that.
You talking like a 12-ounce bottle?
Talking about champagne or wine in a Magnum. They're not talking about beer.
Hmm.
They're talking about champagne or wine in the Magnum.
Oh, I'm thinking of, the old malt liquor,
Well,
Magnum.
it don't work that way.
It's like a,
No.
okay. Sorry.
Get your mind where it belongs.
Crystal, come on now. You can't make me laugh when I'm over here because then I'll have to go out the door.
On the, there's all measurement.
Dan, what are you doing? What you doing?
Alright.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I was saying 3.
I have no clue.
Do whatever you want. I give you my answer.
Oh, we'll go with your.
No, go with
You
yours.
were right the last time. Or no, we were both wrong that time. Okay.
Oh,
In case you're wondering, I
there's a
know
reason picked this specific question.
Okay, I think we're
It
ready.
was along the lines of Crystal's whole brain.
They went in the gutter and I went, hood, because I was thinking, the old Magnum, the old 45 ounce, that they used to do, the malt liquor.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I went hood. No, we do have an answer though. So yep, we have an answer.
All right. So a magnum of wine holds the equivalent of how many standard bottles?
Whose answer do you want first?
Well, all right. So Arliss, go ahead.
Michelle says 5.
I did not.
Dan.
I said 4.
Did you say Jan or Dan?
Dan.
Oh, I'll go with 6.
And Jan says 6. Crystal Light says 2. And we have a winner.
No way.
Crystal Light is correct. It is 2.
But we were both saying that. I said 3.
I said 4.
You'd still been wrong.
That doesn't matter. I said 4. You said 5. That was wrong. There's nothing further
2
away.
Well, we
standard
only lost 2
bottles
points.
is what is considered to be a magnum of wine.
Do I look like a wine drinker?
I have to be able to stump you, unless most of my other questions you'll know pretty easily.
Slip.
Okay. So we are on to round 2. Remember, round 2, we go up to 10 points each. And I am not going to hurt your all's ears by singing this part. So I will speak it out. Gonna get drunk, don't have no fear, sings George Thorogood before he asks the bartender for one of each which 3 drinks.
You know it.
Here, we're going to drop the link again so Jason and Jan can come back up.
What was the question again?
Gonna get drunk,
I just want to answer.
have no
Hey,
fear.
Diamond.
I know this. I know.
See,
George Thorogood before he asks the bartender for one of each of which 3 drinks.
Wow.
And I knew that. I already knew that one. So yeah.
or else doesn't.
Well, obviously, Arliss right there is just itching to tell us the answer. So,
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh, I'm going last. You ain't even getting my answer because you ain't copying my ass.
Drats. He knows my secret.
Ah,
Jason and Jan, I went ahead and dropped the link again. And, oh, shoot. I need to take the message.
ain't like I could see them anyways, Bill. They're too damn small. You know, I didn't realize when I opened it yesterday.
Oh, they're back.
Been cracked.
Hey, Arliss, we'll do it together. Let's do
Yeah.
it together, Arliss.
Okay.
Just wait.
Yeah, we're gonna go after Dan.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to hear Dan's answer on this one.
Yeah. Appropriate.
Crystal,
Yeah, Crystal.
whiskey, bourbon, and beer.
Make it like a driftwood. Get like real soft. Oh, it won't because the pork part's
Do you
still
want me to
good.
answer now?
It's just that little piece off the edge.
Do you want me to answer now? Because it looks like these two are itching just to say the answer.
Well, go ahead, Dan. We're
Okay.
waiting.
Oh, whiskey, vodka, beer.
Whiskey, vodka, beer.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
2, go.
One Scotch,
bourbon,
one
Scotch,
bourbon, one Scotch,
one
one
Scotch,
beer.
one beer.
Correct. 1 bourbon, 1
One
scotch,
scotch,
1 beer.
One beer.
Yeah, at least I got
Yes,
beer right.
that question was put on there for Mr. Arliss.
I think Dylan disappeared on that one. He goes,
Let's do it before you finish the question.
Yeah, but Dylan would have known that too because he's worked in radio and stuff. I mean, George Strogood.
Now she's in there singing it in the kitchen.
Like one of his lyrics from his song is actually on the back of my vest.
that was fun.
Where do you eat my brownie?
Arliss, was it a
Pretty
Muddy
much.
Water song before Thorogood?
I actually don't think so,
Fact check.
Working on it.
but fact check that. I know that George Thorogood collaborated a lot with Muddy Waters.
Is anybody on my screen or in my chats bilingual?
Hello, Salvania, por favor.
I know English and bad English. Does that count?
Si, senor.
Okay.
As long as you're counting hillbilly in English.
Right. Pennsylvania Dutch here.
That's
The
about as
song, One
bilingual as
Bourbon.
you're going to get from me.
The song One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer
One
was
beer.
originally written by Rudy Toombs and first recorded by Amos Wilburn in 1953. It was later released under the title One Scotch, One Bourbon, One Beer by John Lee Hooker in 1966.
There you go.
So that song's changed hands 3 different times.
Yeah, a lot of them have.
Yep.
All right. Number 2. In vino veritas is a Latin saying. What is its translation?
How the hell did you ask?
Obviously, that's well,
Venus. What?
isn't Veritas mean water in Latin?
I got 1 thumbs up.
Hmm.
Okay. In vino veritas is a Latin saying. What is its translation?
There's one.
Sorry, I can't roll my R's like it's supposed to.
What was that? That sounds good. Okay, I think we got an answer.
Why?
Okay, I said it.
Okay, we'll go with Jason and Jan since they had their first thumbs up.
Okay, she said in wine and truth.
And Dan,
Latin's not my forte, but I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say Invidious Raritis, my life.
Arliss,
We're going to just go with wine cooler.
Jan and Jason get the points. In wine, there is truth.
Hell yeah, drunk person speaks their mind.
Well, wine coolers will do that if you drink enough of them.
Right? A vino means wine.
That's why we went with wine cooler. We didn't know what the other part of it was, so we took a shot in the dark.
She's Italian. She knows.
wine his whole life, like every day.
I haven't done Latin in years.
You haven't done Lassie in years. What?
You know,
I have
it
another
was a misguided youth, Jason. That's just
Oh.
between us.
I'm sorry.
It is another multiple choice question. Methophobia is fear of what? A, drugs, B, alcohol, or C, wine?
What was it again? Say it again.
What is it?
Methophobia is
What?
fear of what? A, drugs, B, alcohol, or C, wine?
Understand the word.
Yeah, we couldn't understand the first word you said.
Methophobia.
Methophobia.
Metaphonia?
Jacket went off.
Did you say metaphonia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what is the choices?
A, drugs, B, alcohol, or C, wine?
A, drugs.
Would you shut up? You gotta wait.
Well, everybody, their answer is A, drugs.
Hey, I knew the answer. What do you want me to say?
You have to put your thumbs up,
Kitchen, I just heard it.
but you blurted it out. Now everybody got points. You should have 5 minus now.
I didn't say it was correct. I just said that was what your answer was.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's got their thumbs up. They're ready.
All right. So, Misty Crystal says math and a big old smiley face. Blue says drugs. Dan, what's your answer?
I always go with B, actually.
You're going to go with B, alcohol?
Mhm.
And Arliss?
B, alcohol.
And hubby wants to buy a vowel. Vowel.
That's Crystal.
Dan and Arliss and Michelle are awarded their 10 points because the answer was B, alcohol.
Huh, you got it wrong.
Oh my god!
I had to remember back to my psychology class because I remember reading up on all the phobias.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's doing a test and that's drugs.
Mm-hmm.
If that were true, Mr. Ryder, they would have probably got that last one right.
All right.
So tell her to move. She's sleeping.
Now I'm going on to
Move, Diamond.
drinks. How many is that for round 3? Or 2. That was 3, so this is number 4. A caboose cooler is made by mixing ginger ale with which 2 tropical fruit juices?
What is it?
What is it now? I'm sorry. Our clock was going off.
A caboose cooler?
A caboose cooler is made by mixing ginger ale with which 2 tropical fruit juices?
Yeah.
Ooh, Dan's already ready. 1, 2, 3.
All right. And we'll go with Dan.
I would go with mango and pineapple.
Arliss,
Pineapple and orange juice.
Jason, and Jen.
Pineapple and grapefruit juice.
What are you talking about?
If you're not going to sit here and listen, shut up.
I was busy helping you get ice cream. Excuse me?
Arliss is awarded, and Crystal Light is awarded the 10 points? The answer is orange and pineapple.
Over here. Over here.
Drink that.
Here.
Mhm.
Go lay down. Okay.
We're throwing Crystal in there.
All right. Alice, you know me, right?
Hey,
Yep.
This is five. This is the bunch.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the way you
So how many points does everybody have
All right. So at this point,
for round 2?
Arliss is up to 30 points for this round. Dan has 10. Jason and Jan have 20. Dylan sat out this round. And Miss Crystal Light has popped in here. So she's got 10.
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, is what my mother always taught me. Right, folks?
I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't that. We are going to be banning our first person as of right now.
Just delete the comment. I don't know. Just delete the comment, and I will take care of it later.
I'm pretty sure. No, he's had enough chances, so it's not.
How much would you like to wager, Arliss?
5.
Dan?
2.
2. Jason?
Let's go with 5.
This is an easy one. I'm being nice. But it's also a trick question. You
Hold
got-
on, Crystal. How many are you going to wager any points on this one? You've got 10 right now.
Oh, and no, Crystal, it wasn't you. You're a good girl.
My answer is ice cream.
Yeah. I just had to move my foot.
Oh,
I didn't mean to kick
now
you.
there's a big spender.
All right. So the question is, a white Russian is made by mixing coffee liqueur and cream with what type of alcohol? Dan.
Wow.
Arliss. Okay. So, Dan, what is your answer?
Vodka.
Arliss,
Vodka.
Jason,
Vodka.
and Crystal. Very good. Everybody gets it. Yay! That is a trick question, though, because some people make them differently.
True.
But the true white Russian is made with vodka.
The only reason why I know that answer for it is because I had a black Russian yesterday at my neighbor's place. So I was like, yay, I know the answer to that one. I know the answer. Finally, an alcohol question I can answer.
All right, and we are going to move on to round 3. 20 points each question. First question. According to a popular myth, if one places a tiny amount of liquor on a scorpion, what will it do? A, roll on its back. B, stagger as it crawls. Or C, sting itself to death.
What was the question again?
According to a popular myth, if one places a tiny amount of liquor on a scorpion, what will it do? A, roll on its back. B, stagger as it crawls. Or C, sting itself to death.
What she's saying is common myth. I know what they do.
whatever that answer
Hey.
was.
Oh, I got an answer.
As everybody sees me sitting here, I'm putting little highlighter on all my cards. It's so that whenever I do trivia again, I know not to ask the same questions.
All right, we got two answers in the comments. Should we go with Crystal first, or do you want to do the people on screen?
Oh, I think everybody's got their thumbs up. So, Crystal says C, sting itself. Blue says sting itself to death. Arliss,
C.
Dan,
C.
a little louder.
C. It stings itself to death.
No, it don't.
And
That's a
that's
common myth.
again, the answer is correct. Everybody gets their points for that one because it is C, sting itself to death. But remember, it says right in the very first part of it, it is a popular myth.
Yeah, it's a myth.
Film's a real
Right,
thing.
no, I know. I was just saying, like, I was picking C though.
Yeah. They actually do the other two things. And I know by firsthand experience.
Are you saying you're like that one kid who took magnifying glass with ants and going?
So this
No, this was in Texas.
Oh.
Second question. Which of these is not one of the 5 official classifications of whiskey? A, Irish whiskey. B, Scotch whiskey. C, Australian whiskey. D, Canadian whiskey. Or E, American whiskey.
Mm.
You said which one of those 5 is not whiskey?
Yeah, I agree with that one, Crystal.
I
All
forget
right.
what number it was.
I forget what number it was too.
What
Choices
letter is
are A, Irish whiskey. B, Scotch whiskey. C, Australian whiskey. D, Canadian whiskey. Or E, American whiskey.
Okay.
No, no. You put your thumb up. You don't know.
Jason,
The Australian.
Dan,
I was going. I forget what the question was, but I'll go with A, Irish.
which of these is not one of the 5 official classifications of whiskey?
Yeah, I'll go with A. Still.
Arliss,
B.
Crystal's answer was Australian, and Blue's answer was American. So Jason, Jan, and Crystal both they all got it right with Australian.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
And just for clarification, Michelle was right. I was wrong.
I'm kind of glad no one said that Canadian whiskey was an actual whiskey.
So Jason and Jan and Crystal are the only ones. That's impressive. Number 3.
Sangria is a fruity Spanish drink. What is the main alcoholic ingredient?
One.
Come on.
Everybody's answered. Oh, okay. Arliss,
Yes. Oh,
what's your answer?
wine.
Dan,
I was going to go with vodka.
Jason.
Red wine.
Okay, and Blue and Crystal also answered wine. So Arliss, Blue, and Crystal. Blue's not even on the score. Arliss and Crystal get 10 points.
10 points.
Yeah, because they said wine. Jason and Jan gets the full 20 points because it is red wine.
If more specific, that doesn't count.
You didn't say be specific. Wine is wine.
Welcome to Trina's Trivia.
Welcome to another shot.
But speaking of which, I think I need after that one.
Amen. Come on, man. Really?
Okay, so
You better be full Thursday because I ain't got none at all.
I'll bring some.
All right, because I ain't got nothing right now.
which berry is used to produce gin? A, golden raspberry, B, juniper berry, or C, elderberry?
Question.
Clean your ears out.
I can't hear it.
I can't either. But
Which berry is used to produce gin?
what
A,
berry is used
golden
to do
raspberry, B, juniper berry, or C, elderberry?
I don't know.
I believe that's
I
right.
guess.
And you, everybody answers.
Arliss,
B.
Dan,
I was going to go with B as well.
Jason,
C.
the answer is B, juniper berry.
I don't know what it is.
I knew it.
Dan and Arliss.
I know Arliss knows everything, but you never know.
With his.
I'll be honest. The only reason I went with B for is because I don't think I heard of elderberry.
Can't believe here too.
And I don't know about the other one either. I couldn't remember the other one, but I remember juniper berry. That's the only reason why I went with B for.
You ready for the totals? Okay, as of right now, for round 3, Arliss and Michelle have 50 points. Dan has 40. Jason and Jan have 60. And Crystal has 70 points.
How'd that happen?
She got some questions right that we didn't.
And she also said wine, so I gave her the 10.
We're like in last place.
Or does everybody want to wager?
Well,
Pretty first.
Is this the last one?
No, we have one more. This is the last one of round 3. And then once we do that, we'll tally all 3 and do one big question too. This is the best trivia I have done.
Well, we haven't taken any breaks either.
And
Right.
It's a year.
It's fun. You're doing good, girl.
Anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I think you're doing awesome.
We'll go 10.
I'll go
You
with
go
2.
100.
No, you don't even have 100.
Oh, I don't have 100.
5.
Oh, she said 5.
Dan, how many are you going for, brother?
2.
He's the one I want to
Not-
go to Vegas with.
Yeah, you know you're gonna come home with some money or something.
Crystal, how many points you want to wager for this round? You, as of right now, have 70 points.
I'm tired.
Hi, tired. I'm that too.
Crystal is wagering 10. Well, you guys are big spenders.
All
I don't
right,
hear you spending anything.
Crystal,
No, I happen to win.
we're gonna keep our mind out of that place
many?
again.
Bill cheat.
If you mix butter
Oh, yeah.
shots liqueur with Irish cream, what smooth, titillating shot are you about to serve?
What shot?
Me and Arliss, dude, I'm back here like waving my hand in the air.
My dad used to make those.
I know you did. No, I want to go first. Though.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer last.
Arliss,
What's that?
that ain't fair. Such a brat.
Wrong way with that one, Crystal.
You that let her do her answer.
I'm telling her to keep her mind out of the gutter. I already said
No,
that.
it's not a blowjob.
With the water.
I'm putting my thumb back, by the way. I'm not putting my thumb back up again. Because now I know it's not that, what you just said, which is what I was going to say. My thumb's coming back right now, so I'm going to think some more.
I don't know what.
It's a butter shot.
Butterscotch and White Russian.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, that's what you said, right?
What did you mix?
Butterscotch and White Russian.
Butter shot liqueur with Irish cream. What smooth, titillating shot are you about to serve? See, Dan, I can say all those words on this platform.
I don't know that one.
Irish cream?
Yeah, with Irish cream.
Like a
For some reason, I think Bill made a shot like that on your show.
I would
on
call it a nipple shot, like a butter.
A butter. Oh, all right. Let's go with her answer. Okay.
That's what I don't call it. Whatever.
Betty.
Whatever.
Jerome.
Who's going? Who's going?
At the very last minute. All right. So, Dan,
Did you say Dan or Dan?
Dan. Dan.
Dan. Sorry. I was going to go slippery nipple.
Jason.
Buttery nipple.
I can't see what whose one answer was.
Wicker one.
Yeah, no. All right, just being ignorant. Jerome's answer is a buttery nipple, and Crystal comes back with, oh, a buttery nipple. But yes, Arliss, what's the answer?
Buttery nipple.
Very good.
All right. So, what do you want to do with Dan?
He said slippery.
Yeah, I said slippery nipple.
Wrong.
Butter and slippery get the same thing.
He wagered 2, so give him 1.
Yeah.
It's all about the nipples.
God bless.
God bless.
I'm going outside to smoke.
And that's the
coming?
same with Crystal. I would give
Are
her
you no?
her
Oh my God.
She did finally answer correctly at our first one.
Well, then you
Yeah, please.
no. I got to get up and go smoke. Oh no, it's storming and raining again.
I'm doing that here.
Oh,
It's raining here.
So at the end of round 3, Arliss ended up with 60 points. And Michelle, sorry. Dan ended up with 41 points. Jason and Jan, 65.
Yeah.
And Crystal out of nowhere with a 75.
All right. So, did everybody hear your points?
Yeah.
So now you're going to think of the big picture and what you want to wager on that one for one final question. The topic is music, and it is a true or false question.
Hmm?
We got the links. Music, you know, music.
It's a true to false question.
True or false question.
We'll bet 20.
How many we got?
Just throw that up.
How many do we have?
65.
Oh. Bet half. Bet half. Stop being like my brother. Just do it.
I'm gambling.
No, you're not.
I'm gambling.
Oh my God.
All right. So everybody's grand total so far. Arliss and Michelle have 103. Dan has 60. Jason and Jan have 90. And after that killer round, Crystal has 95.
So we are. Yeah.
So Arliss says they're wagering 20. Dan, what are you wanting to wager, brother?
30.
See.
How many?
30.
Right, do 4.
30?
Fine.
Jason and Jan.
I'm saying go for 50. Go for the gold.
Everybody's wagers are in.
I guess so.
All right. Shh. Listen. Listen to the question.
Shut up.
Pete
Go
Best,
ahead.
Pete Best and Paul McCartney were deported from Germany in the early stage of their career because they set fire to a condom in a hallway and were arrested for arson. True or false?
I didn't hear the first one.
Say it one more time. She didn't hear it.
Excuse me.
Listen.
Pete Best and Paul McCartney were deported from Germany in the early stages of their career because they set fire to a condom in a hallway and were arrested for arson. True or false?
Did you say a condom?
A condom.
Not a condiment, a condom. You work, you put on for protection.
A Trojan?
Yes, a Trojan.
Or
All right.
Magnum.
So you got 1 thumbs up,
No, Arliss put his thumbs up too.
2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up, and we've got our
Answers.
yeah.
Arliss,
False.
Dan,
I was going to go true.
False.
Jason,
False.
and Jerome says false. Crystal says true, and Blue says true. And the answer is true.
Wow.
Dan,
How do you set a condom on fire?
It's actually quite easy though too, because depending on what
Yeah,
you use
pretty easy.
for
Rubber.
the
Rubber, so you
depending on what you put in the condom.
Okay.
Whatever.
You never tried setting a tire on fire before?
Crystal bet it all, so she won.
No, see,
She almost bet it all. All right, here we go.
we're just waiting for him to tally everything, folks.
See you later.
I'm so glad I didn't have to
Down
use my
to
time.
85.
I'm a loser again. Womp, womp, womp.
I thought it was false.
I really did too. I mean, you would think a condom would melt but not catch fire.
Well, like I said, depends on what you put in the condom too. But a condom will burn, actually. And also, too,
Wow.
early in career, Paul McCartney and whoever that person was, young people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
How does Dan know that a condom will burn?
That's a good question, Michelle. Dan, you have some explaining to do.
I'll do that later.
In fourth place with 40 points, Jason and Jan. In third place with 90 points is Dan. In second place with 103 points, Arliss and Michelle.
I know we have 120.
The winner with
Crystal.
170 points was Crystal Light.
You know, I know her. She drinks.
Yeah, you don't.
All right.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Mark it on your calendar.
That was fun.
North
Why
Carolina.
am I? So mark it on your calendar, August 5th. I like that. Boom, shakalaka.
Mhm.
August 5th will be our Tournament of Champions. And we will have, technically there's 4, but I am taking out the first winner. So there will be, the first winner of my trivia was our 14-year-old, my 14-year-old daughter. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and exclude her from the Tournament of Champions. So then we will have Mr. Robert Aaron Ryder, Mr. William, and Miss Crystal. August 5th. Yeah. I said there was 4 total. 4 winners total.
Elizabeth, she did. And congratulations.
Mhm.
I told Arliss, I think Dan might have caught part of it, but okay, I'm on live. I'll go ahead and do it. So I got the mail today. My daughter was sleeping.
Like she does all day long.
Arliss, will you please, you know Crystal, you're friends with Crystal, please message
Yep.
her. Let her know, remind her August 5th, Tournament of Champions.
Okay, remind me.
So when I was getting the mail and a letter came to my daughter in her name, again, she's 14, so I went ahead and opened the mail. I'm allowed, I'm her mom. And within the first 2 seconds of reading this letter, she wasn't asleep anymore because her mom went in crying and screaming and waking her up because she was invited. I gotta make sure I say this correctly. She was invited to the National Society of High School Scholars. Yes. The National Society of High School Scholars, yes. So It is one of the highest, what's the word, guys? Come on now.
Honor.
Honors.
Yes, there we go.
Honor.
Highest honors that you can have as a high school student, and she just finished out her freshman year. So I'm blown away at how amazing.
So congratulations.
Awesome.
Yes. Congratulations on that.
So yes, I'm over the moon. Oh yes, that's correct. Crystal, thank you, Bobby, for reminding me. For the Tournament of Champions, that is the one requirement. I do require everybody to be on camera.
All you'd have to do is send her the link. Even if you send it through like Messenger.
That's fine. I can do that. I just yeah. But
I'll send you her information.
don't 100% expect me to be the one out here though for the Tournament of Champions.
Well, if I got to be on camera, I'm gonna have to be the one sitting over there.
Exactly.
Okay, then I'll send it to Bill.
No, we're
I
good.
figured I would send it to the more responsible adult. That's why I said you.
You.
You're welcome.
So, well, I am really echoing.
You're fine. You turned right into the mic.
So with that is our Trina's trivia. And again, this was the most smooth sailing trivia.
Well, since you got us in here, why don't you give us a bonus question?
Okay, you would like a bonus question?
Yeah, just for shits and giggles, since we all lost
How long?
and Bill cheats.
How long is my husband's penis?
Do you want?
It could be your pick, whatever you want.
As long as it ain't your nose.
Yeah, exactly.
The answer is Batman.
Bat wings.
Yeah. Let me get myself organized here, and I'm going to do a question.
I was thinking some wings from the brides.
So, Arles, Blue's here in studio now. Would you like to tell him we're busy Thursday?
Blue, we're busy Thursday.
Yeah, we're busy Thursday.
Yeah, very busy.
Very, very busy.
Hey, Jerome answered your question for you.
2.67 years. If we're lucky.
How many centimeters in an inch? So that's wrong.
True or false or multiple choice?
Multiple choice.
Ah.
Bill, you gotta have the what's that one show called? Jeopardy song in there, don't you?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Today's Daisy Double.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, and I can't show you my
Pretty much
spout.
out.
Wing blew up, wing blew up.
Hey, Artis, we just figured out a new song that you can do a cover for.
What's that?
I'm a little teapot.
Yeah.
Make it a rock version. There you go.
Yeah, that won't be radio worthy.
I don't know, but I could show you my diamond.
Better yet, your tattoo.
No, I'm not showing. Oh, look at her head just rose up. Wow. That's
No, me and Jason get to see enough tattoos while we're out.
right.
Just like Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. You said multiple choice. This is not on alcohol. It's not on music. This is the Renaissance.
Ooh, cool.
It's what?
There you
On the
go, Dan.
Renaissance.
Renaissance style art began to show up in Germany in which century? A, 14th, B, 16th, C, 17th, or D, 15th?
Okay, so you repeat the question again, please. You said
What was the A, B, C again? So I get it right.
Told you I could show you my diamond.
Art began to show up in Germany in which century? A, 15th, B, 16th, C, 17th, or D, 15th?
Europe.
Oh no.
Okay.
What just happened?
What's your answer, Dan?
What?
I'm trying to go. So, what century did Renaissance paintings start appearing in Germany?
Yeah.
I would have to say, if I remember correctly, the probably like what was it? B. I think B was like what? You said 16th, right?
So, Renaissance style art began to show up in Germany in which century? A, the 14th century, B, 16th century, C, 17th century, or D, 15th century?
I want to go with B for some reason. So 16th.
200. So Dan went with B.
I am also going with B.
I say A. The 14th century.
And then Crystal came out with the 15.
All right, so Arla said 14th. Dan said 16th.
Yes.
Jason said
16.
and there's a reason why she's joining our tournament of champions. It is Crystal, the 15th century.
The first time. And I changed it.
Oh, Arliss, come on now.
Yeah,
I asked Michelle. I actually did have it, and I changed it to the 15th century. I changed it, to the 14th, but I had it right the first time. But that's not what I said.
Always go with your gut. That's what we tell our kids. First answer. Boom, boom, boom. Come on now.
I was off by.
I think that's because I was going by the Renaissance and stuff in like Italy and places like that. That was actually in the 1300s. but it didn't wind up reaching other parts of Europe until years later. So, yeah, I was wrong.
In history, it's not my forte, and I know I was wrong in that one.
I think when you after the Tournament of Champions, when we bring Dan back in, maybe you should throw in a little bit of sci-fi just to make him feel a little better.
Yeah, but he's like left field shit with string theory and multiple universes and all this other crap. I don't even think there's questions that are even there for that.
Hola, Juliana. You missed out
Oh.
on Trina's trivia, girl.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know,
thank you for having us.
How about a true or false question?
This
Sure.
is one to read, by the
What
way.
else do we got to lose?
Oh man, my book, my picture is backwards.
Wait, I gotta find my answer.
Uh-oh.
There we go. There. This is my favorite book to read. Instant Physics.
Wow.
Dan, Marvelous, everybody, mainly Dan. Since Mars, this is true or false? Since Mars currently lacks a magnetic field to protect its atmosphere from being blown away by the solar wind, in 2017, it was proposed to place a magnetic field generator in a distant orbit between the Sun and Mars. This would create an artificial field to protect Mars, allowing the planets to rebuild its atmosphere.
Jesus. Crystal just went cross-eyed. That was a lot of words for her to process.
Okay. Carlos?
False.
Dan?
I was going to go as false.
Jason?
False.
Crystal?
Bueller. Bueller.
Crystal?
Penny. 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 Just say true. You'll probably win it anyway.
Oh, looky there. That was majority.
Everybody said both, and everybody is not right. It is true.
Huh.
That wouldn't work.
Yes, I did.
No, that was a theory, but it wouldn't have worked anyways.
Well, technically,
Now they have actually thought about putting things, on Mars to create an artificial atmosphere.
Well, technically speaking, all they would have to really try to do is actually jumpstart the planet's core. Now that's a bigger project than anything.
Yeah.
But I didn't think.
Yeah, but since they found water and stuff there, they actually said, they can wind up creating an artificial atmosphere. Within the planet would cause a magnetic atmosphere.
At one point,
But that
weren't
would
they
be done
discussing
on the
doing a
planet.
dome?
What's that?
I think at one point they were discussing doing a dome. That was, just a theory they were spitting around.
Like so.
Well, I think that was just for like living, when they were tossing up those.
You watched that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, didn't you? But
Total
Oh,
Recall.
you're talking about Total Recall.
Yes.
Well, of course, Bill did. He wound up falling in love with the three-breasted Martian.
Yeah,
Who didn't
buddy.
fall in love with a free? Dude, I think every kid lost a tube sock to that scene.
Not me, actually. No.
And it was done as a gag, you know. Verhoeven never thought that was going to take off like it did.
You can go 800 if you want.
What do we got, Kitty Cat?
3 boobies.
My notes.
Yeah.
Not going anywhere.
No, I got a message.
Ooh.
What I said.
There's nothing in it.
The message is 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer.
So Dan, have you put any more thought into when you were going to try and do your StreamYard?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that after I get all my costume pieces for my character that I'm gonna make.
Are you going to try the 4th?
No, not the 4th. No. No, I'm gonna try to once I get all the the costume pieces for myself. I gotta buy some contact lenses actually, because I came to the conclusion that one of the things that my character's camouflage device messes up sometimes. So I'm thinking the eyes will be different.
I gotcha.
That way I don't have to go full prosthetics. I can just go, oh, my eyes are different.
Now, I promise I won't throw firecrackers around Arliss anymore.
Well, I'm still waiting for. I kind of like the whole watching the fireworks from the boat, and then
Bring it.
now I got a DJ, but I'm not sure what time I'll be done.
Hmm?
I'm not even sure what time I'm
They're
supposed to
doing
start
them
that night.
Saturday, not Friday. They're doing them Saturday.
They're doing them Saturday.
Yep.
I got to work.
I'm doing upset.
We're turning
I'm
the day.
doing upset.
Well, I want to thank everybody. Listen to me that. I want to thank everybody for joining tonight. Again,
Oh,
this
thanks for having us.
trivia
I
night.
forgot all about it.
I had a good time.
Michelle said she had a good time.
Well,
And I lost bag. At least I got to learn something.
that's Michelle. I looking forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Thursday. Bring your lawn chair. Otherwise,
We will not forget to send you the link.
She ate a beetle and started coughing.
I work as well every holiday, and it's not always by choice, but I prefer to work because I get paid more.
Oh, so you're not gonna come watch fireworks on the lake?
I don't get off until yeah, I work all weekend. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I don't get off till 4.
I definitely want to throw something out there for somebody that is not comfortable on that side of the camera. Kitty Cat, you did a hell of a good job. That was
And
fun.
look beautiful
That was
doing
really
it.
fun.
Yep. Awesome job.
Awesome job.
I've got to run.
Bye, Alice.
Bye, Arliss.
Later, brother.
So not bad. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
You good, girl?
I'm good.
Guys, thanks everybody for coming on. This was fun. Trina's Trivia. Make sure you check us out tomorrow night for our Wednesday night open bar. We got our Thoughts and Shots Thursday. We got our
We're not going to be doing our
Oh no, we're
shots
not doing thoughts and
Thursday.
shots. We are going to be going live multiple times from Austintown in Ohio, the Quaker Steak and Lube's bike night, where our boys Arliss and the Southern Outlaw Band will be performing live. So Dan, you might want to keep your eye on your on the show. Good stuff. Then, of course, we have our Sunday night
Hangover.
Thank you, Crystal, for coming on. I keep hitting that by mistake. Dan, Jason, Arliss, guys, good times. Bobby, saw you in there. Jerome and Dylan.
We will lay our eyes on you on Thursday.
I'll see you at the Tournament of Champions. Yes, hashtag the internet. It won't let me pull it up. So, anyways, guys, yeah, we will catch you all next time. Thanks for coming on. Just for me say on this show is just our opinion, but then again,
It might just be the alcohol talking.
guys, we'll catch you all later.
Thank you for
It's
Catch you on the flip side.
internet.
Woohoo!
I know it's not letting me do it.
thank you for
I'm gonna wait
stopping
for
in.
that solid signal to come back in.
We don't want to learn.
Female deer.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs.
Crap.
But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloading. The bar is always open, but no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your senses